Hello everyone. In this video we are trying to understand from the chapter coordinate geometry what all different types of questions can be solved using the section formula. So this is objective 2.7. We will be able to apply the section formula to solve different types of questions. We have already seen in the previous objective direct questions. Here we will be doing some indirect questions. So keep on pausing and writing the questions and solve along with the video. In the first type of question, all the points will be given. We need to find the ratio. So you know that generally we have done section formula questions in which you have 3 points. So A and B are 2 points and there is 1 point in between. And you find the point in between. The ratio is given to you. But here the ratio is not given, but all the 3 points are given to us. So let's see the first question. A, B are 2 points. ABP is a line segment, which means P is a point in between. I have to find the ratio in which P divides the line segment A and B. So I'll draw this diagram, put the points A, P and B together. I don't know the ratio in which the point P is dividing the line AB. So I take the ratio as m is to n. So I assume that the ratio in which the line is divided is m is to n. Now I know the section formula. It is x is equal to mx2 plus mx1 by m plus n. I don't know the value of n, but I know x, I know x1, I know x2. So I put back the values. X is 11 as you can see over here. M you don't know. x2 is 9 which comes from here. N you don't know. x1 is 15 by m plus n. Let this be. Now how do I solve ahead from here? What I will do is first multiply 9 into m is 9m. N into 15 is 15n. The next step, take this entire m plus n which is in division to here and make it multiplication. So I multiply the number which goes from here. So it becomes 11 into m plus n, and this is equal to 9m plus 15n. Now open up this bracket, it becomes 11m plus 11n, and this is equal to 9m plus 15n. Now take all the m to the left side, take all the n to the right side. So all the m's come here. 11m, ये plus 9m था, यहाँ आके minus 9m हो गया. 15n was already here. ये 11n यहाँ जाके minus 11n हो गया. So I get 2m is equal to 4n. Now after this, to find the ratio, I need to find m by n, because m is to n is the same as m by n, right? So what I do, I take n to the bottom and I take 2 to the other side. So this is like cross division. So m को यहीं रखते हैं, n को नीचे ले जाते हैं, 4 को यहीं रखते हैं, 2 को नीचे ले जाते हैं. So m by n is equal to 4 by 2. You reduce it to the simple terms. 4 by 2 becomes 2 by 1. Therefore, m is to n is equal to 2 is to 1 is the answer. So I did not know the ratio. Now I have got the ratio as 2 is to 1. Let's see another question of a similar type. Okay, it's very similar to the one which we have discussed. In this case now, you have to find the ratio. T is given to you. Again you have to find m is to n over here. Okay, it's exactly the same. I put the ratio again as m is to n. I put back the formula, so you can keep on pausing and writing. It's exactly the similar way. Again same formula. So minus 1, which was x, is equal to m into 6. So it's m into 6 plus n into minus 3. I solve back. You can pause and check your calculations from here. Minus 1 multiplied by m plus n. Minus 1 to both becomes minus m and minus n. I bring this 6m to this side. I take this n to this side, becomes plus. Divide by n. So this becomes minus 2 by minus 7. Please remember, when you are taking minus 7 from this side to the division, the sign will not change. The sign changes only with addition, subtraction, not with multiplication, division. So the value of m is to n becomes 2 is to 7 in the second question. So this was exactly the same as the first one. Let's move ahead now to the third question. In the third question, the different thing here is find the ratio in which the line segment joining the points A and B is divided by y-axis. So in this case, I don't know the point in between, but I know that the y-axis lies in between. Now in this case, when I am putting the points A and B, I need to think. A is plus 3 and 8. A का x पॉजिटिव है, x पॉजिटिव मतलब y एक्सिस के राइट साइड में होगा और x नेगेटिव मतलब y एक्सिस के लेफ्ट साइड में होगा. दैट इज वाई माई पॉइंट A इज दिस साइड ऑन द राइट एंड माई पॉइंट B इज ऑन द लेफ्ट साइड बाई कंसिडरिंग कि नेगेटिव और पॉजिटिव किधर है. Then I again consider the value of as m is to n. Now if the point of intersection of y-axis and AB is P, this P lies on the y-axis. If it is lying on the y-axis, it has the coordinates 0, y. So I say that let P 0, y be the point on the y-axis that divides AB in the ratio m is to n. Okay. Now I can put the same formula for x. I will use only for x because x is given at 0. It will make my calculation easy. So 0 is equal to m into 3 plus n into minus 1. You take m plus n to this side. 0 से आप कोई भी नंबर मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो आपको 0 ही मिलेगा फिर से. So this becomes 3m minus 9n. Now bring m to one side, keep n on the other side. Divide m by n is equal to minus 9 by minus 3. Minus and minus cancel out each other. 9 divided by 3 is going to give you 3 by 1. So the ratio is 3:1. This is the third question. Moving on to the fourth question of this type. सब क्वेश्चन एक ही तरह का है, 3 पॉइंट्स गिवन है आपको और आपको रेशियो नहीं पता. So in all the cases I don't know the ratio, I have to find the ratio. Now here the additional problem is the point P is k, 7. अभी तक मुझे सिर्फ m और n नहीं पता था, यहाँ पे मुझे k भी नहीं पता. So I have to find m, I have to find n, I have to find k also. So draw this diagram. First thing, I don't know k, okay, but I know the value of y. तो अब मैं सेक्शन फॉर्मूला y के लिए यूज कर लेती हूँ. So I will say that y of the point P is equal to m/2 plus n/1 by m plus n. Here I will substitute all the values. Do the calculation exactly the same way I have been doing to get the value of m as m is to n as 2:5. ठीक है, तो अब मुझे यहाँ पे m is to n की वैल्यू 2:5 मिल गई है. Now I will go ahead to find k. How will I find k? By direct application of distance formula. तो आपको 2 पॉइंट्स पता है, आपको रेशियो पता है, आपको इस पॉइंट का x फाइंड करना है. You will use direct section formula. x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. x के जगह पे k आ गया क्योंकि आपको k फाइंड करना है. Rest values remain the same. Substitute the values, you get the value of k as 6. First multiplication करेंगे, उसके बाद addition करेंगे. Please remember that. So this was the first type of question where all the points were given but the ratio was not given. We move ahead to the second type of question now. In the second type of question, the ratio is given but one of the point is not given. How? Let's see this. If point P minus 4, 6 divides the line segment AB with A as minus 6, 10, B as R, S in the ratio 2:1, we have to find the coordinates of B. इसको diagrammatically represent अगर करें, it is saying that A and B are 2 points and P divides the line segment. In what ratio? In the ratio 2:1. I don't know the value of B however. B में R, S है. यहाँ पे ये जो numbers आएंगे R और S की जगह पे, ये मुझे find करने हैं. Yeah? So in this case, what do I do? I put the values, okay? x1, y1, x2, y2, x, y, m का value 2, n का value 1. ये सब put करते हैं and then let's use the section formula. So I use the section formula for S, x. I put back all the values. Difference क्या होगा? x2 के जगह पे सिर्फ r आएगा, बाकी सब values तो आप put कर सकते हैं. So you can pause the video, check the calculation. What do I do after this? I take 3 to this side, 3 multiply हो जाएगा. This becomes 12. I take this minus 6 here, it becomes plus, and hence 2r is equal to minus 6. So r is equal to minus 3. I got the value of r by using section formula for S. I will get the value of S by using the section formula for Y. तो अब Y के लिए सेम चीज अप्लाई करेंगे. You can pause the video, check the calculation. S will come to be minus 3, 4. Sorry, S comes out to be 4. and hence the coordinates of B are -3, 4. क्योंकि R, S था, R is -3, S is 4. So the point B is -3, 4. Let's see a similar question of this type. If the coordinates of Q, so Q is a point which divides the line segment AB, and the 2 points A is given, B is not known to me. I know the ratio as 1:6, however. तो रेशियो पता है, सिमिलर तरीका अप्लाई करिए. आई विल शो द स्क्रीन डाउन. प्लीज पॉज द वीडियो, चेक योर स्टेप्स वन बाय वन. दिस इज द फर्स्ट पार्ट. द वैल्यू ऑफ R you should get as 11. You do the same thing for Y, and the value of S you should get as -18, which makes the value of B as 11, -18. This is the value that you should get. Please match your answer. Now we move to the third part, which is a little complicated question, lengthy but not very difficult. In this type of question, the line is divided in more than 2 parts. क्या मतलब? अभी तक हमने जो सेक्शन फॉर्मूला किया उसमें एक लाइन होती थी AB, एंड बीच में एक पॉइंट होता था जो आपकी लाइन को 2 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड करता था. बट हियर द लाइन विल बी डिवाइडेड इन मोर देन 1 पार्ट्स. लेट्स सी द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Find the coordinates of point of trisection of the segment joining A and B. Now, what is a trisection? A trisection is a point that divides the line into 3 equal parts. Tri है ना? Tri stands for 3. So it is divided in 3 equal parts. 3 पार्ट में डिवाइड करने के लिए बीच में 2 पॉइंट्स होंगी. How? AP will be equal to PQ and PQ will be equal to QB. So ऐसे आपकी पूरी लाइन AB जो है वो 3 पार्ट में डिवाइड होगी. अब हम लोग सेक्शन फॉर्मूला कैसे अप्लाई करेंगे? We will take 1 point at a time. तो सबसे पहले लेट मी अज्यूम कि मुझे सिर्फ P के साथ काम करना है. अब इस पिक्चर में अगर इसको मैं ट्रांसफॉर्म करूँ, सो AB है, P एक पॉइंट है. दिस पार्ट इज 1 पार्ट and this part is 2 parts. अगर मैं point Q हटा दूँ, so this part is 2 parts, this is only 1 part. So the point P divides the line in the ratio 1:2. I know the section formula and I can find the value of P using the section formula directly. ऐसे तो simple questions हमने किए हैं. So I will directly start applying the section formula to find the value of P. पहले X निकालेंगे. You can pause and check the value. X comes as -1. फिर आप Y निकालेंगे. The value of Y comes out to be 0. तो आपको P के कोऑर्डिनेट्स मिल गए -1, 0. अब आपको Q निकालना है. जब आप Q निकालेंगे तो आप P को कंसिडर नहीं करेंगे. So you remove the point P and take only point Q. Now Q जब लाइन डिवाइड कर रहा है तो QB is 1 part, QA is 2 parts. So the ratio is 2:1. Again you have the ratio, you have the 2 points, you have to find the point in between. You similarly use the section formula. So use the section formula, you get the value of X as -4 and the value of Y comes out to be 2. You can pause and check your answers over here. So the value of Q becomes -4, 2. Therefore there were 2 points in between. The first point P was -1, 0, the second point was -4, 2. ऐसे ये 2 पॉइंट्स A B को 3 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड करते हैं. Now here you have a try yourself question. Please pause the video, write down the question just the way you did the previous question on trisection. वैसे ही आपको second question करना है. These are the 2 points you should get as the answer. So please pause the video, try this question. Now coming back from here, अब उसमें लिखा था more than 2 parts. तो हमने 3 parts का question देखा. There can be a question where it is saying that the line is divided in 4 equal parts. So now I have 2 points A and B and the line is divided in 4 equal parts. इसका मतलब 3 points होंगे बीच में. कैसे? AP is equal to PQ is equal to QR and this is equal to RB. अब आपके पास 4 points हैं. फिर से सेम प्रोसेस यूज करेंगे, एक एक पॉइंट कंसिडर करेंगे. जब आप पहला पॉइंट P कंसिडर करेंगे, so this AP is 1 part and this entire PB is 3 parts. So the ratio is 1:3. You will solve the value. X you will get as -9, Y you will get as -8. So you can pause the video, check the answer. P would come out to be -9, -8. P निकाल लिया. अब हम लोग Q पे शिफ्ट करते हैं. जब आप Q निकालेंगे you will see that Q is actually in between the 2 points A and B, क्योंकि यहाँ पे भी 2 parts है, यहाँ पे भी 2 parts है. I can say that Q is the midpoint of A and B. Midpoint का formula simple होता है x1 plus x2 by 2. I use that, I get the value of x as minus 4 and the value of y as minus 6. So point Q comes out to be minus 4 comma minus 6. Please keep on pausing the video to write your steps. इसके बाद P निकल गया, Q निकल गया, अब R निकालना है. So you shift to R. जब आप R निकालेंगे, this part RB is just one part, but AR is 3 parts. So you use the section formula again, put the values, x comes out to be 1, y comes out to be minus 4. In this way, the 3 points that are dividing your line are minus 9 comma minus 8, minus 4 comma minus 6 and 1 comma minus 4. तो ये हो गया 4 parts का question. Similarly, the question can also be of dividing a line into 5 equal parts. The concept remains exactly the same. You will have 5 parts, so there will be 4 points in between. I name them as P, Q, R, S. आप एक एक करके पॉइंट्स लोगे. जब आप पहला पॉइंट P लोगे, द रेशियो विल बी 1:4, क्योंकि 5 पार्ट्स था, ये फर्स्ट पार्ट है और ये बाकी 4 पार्ट्स है. सो दिस इज 1:4. अप्लाई द सेक्शन फॉर्मूला. x should come out to be 16, y comes out to be 12. You got the first point. Now I shift to Q. When I shift to Q, it is 2 parts on the first and 3 parts on the second. So the ratio is 2:3. The value of x and y that you will get are 12 and 14. From here you go to the next point which is R. जब आप R पे शिफ्ट होगे तो रेशियो 3:2 हो जाएगा, क्योंकि इस तरफ 3 पार्ट्स हैं, इस तरफ 2 पार्ट्स हैं. You again apply the section formula, get the values as 8 and 16. R निकल गया. Now we are finding the last part which is S, and when we find S, it is 1 part on the left side and 4 parts on the right side. We again use the section formula, get the values as 4 and 18. So the 4 points which are dividing my line in 5 equal parts are given here at the bottom. These are some indirect questions that can be asked from section formula. The questions again are lengthy but not difficult. Please make sure you write all of them down and practice them. Thank you. Have a nice day.